Hi, I'm Stefan Kingma and I'm a professional builder, and today I'm going to teach you a little bit about the differences between real hardwood floors versus engineered hardwood floors. And my sister Andrea here is going to help us teach you how to look for good flooring in a well-built home.
Are you starting or are you just practicing right now?
Yeah, well, I'm getting sick of waiting. It's go time.
I have to floss.
Okay.
So many realtors and buyers regard the flooring as a feature in the home they're viewing without understanding the difference in flooring types.
Let's take a look at solid hardwood and its nemesis, engineered hardwood.
Whoa, 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 that's not fair. Engineered hardwood can be a fantastic product. This is engineered hardwood.
Engineered hardwood is essentially plywood. Look here. The species is determined by this thin veneer on the top, not all the wood in the product. It's a very stable product with minimal movement and minimal warping.
The disadvantage is that there's glue in the product, so be aware of cheap products, especially those containing formaldehyde in the glue. And be aware of very thin veneers on the top layer, as they will be less durable and cannot be refinished. Typically, an engineered floor can be refinished at least once, maybe twice. Solid hardwood floors can be refinished multiple times. It's not uncommon to see homes 100 years old with the original hardwood still intact.
Real hardwood tends to not be quite as stable, so you're going to have some seasonal movements, especially in humid climates. Typically, solid hardwood will have more imperfections, but you can decide if that's a good or a bad thing. Another nice thing about real hardwood floors is that they're solid wood all the way through, so they tend to be more durable. There's two ways to finish a hardwood floor. One is a factory finish, which is done in the factory before it's delivered to site, and the other is to install the floor as raw material first and then finish the floor once it's on site, so that you get a nice uniform finish with no joint lines. This is an engineered hardwood. It has a thicker veneer, so it'll be able to be refinished, but it'll be a lot of work. The thicker that veneer, the more times it can be refinished. This is an engineered product as well, with a much thinner veneer, so I'd get a professional opinion on whether or not you want to try refinishing that. This is solid hardwood, but it's a raw material, and it can be refinished easily multiple times. This is a factory finished or pre-finished product. The first time it's refinished, it'll be a lot of work, but after that it can be refinished multiple times easily.
If you love the house, it might be time to pull up a vent. As the old adage goes, good realtors pull up vents. Pulling up a vent will help you learn a lot about the floor. When I pull this up, I can see that they used engineered hardwood and it has a thinner veneer. This will also show you if the floor was glued down or if it's floating. This is a membrane called an underlay, and that's used to install a floating floor.
Floating a floor is simple, fast, and it still offers good long-term durability, but gluing it down will give it a much more solid feel. A big disadvantage, though, to gluing a floor down is that it's really, really hard to replace. At Monarch Developments, we opt to float our floors because we've had clients that have walked into houses before and said, well, we like the house, but we want a different floor. So if it's floated, we can just pull it up and replace it with a new floor. We've also had complaints that we don't glue our floors. So you can see it's not always an easy decision unless you're really certain about your decision. Whether or not your flooring is a good quality engineered or real hardwood floor, or whether it's floating or glued down, those aren't really deal breakers, although they're important. And either way, you only get what you pay for.
If you get what to look for. But I'm looking at you, right?
Sure.
Okay. You're so high up. It's like...
Solid hardwood is really great. You just do it again.
It's easy for you to say. You're filming.
You don't have to say anything.
All your opinions.
Just push buttons.
Professional pointer. It's time for Stefan to start getting manicures.
If you want to know a little bit, this isn't going well.
No. So many realtors and buyers see the floor as a feature in the home they're viewing.
I'm not going to say my line because I didn't like the way that came across. You said the words.
Yeah, I was like, I nailed it.
But it was like so many realtors. It almost sounded like, yeah, you know what I mean, I think, right?
No, I totally get it. It's fine.
Yeah. Don't be angry.